There is no denying that 2024 has been a huge year for crypto. So today, we're going to run through all of the highlights, the big news, the key events of this year, month by month, and take a look at how far we've come. In January, we started the year strong as we've seen the first Bitcoin ETF applications finally get approved. On the back of that, we also had Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, talking very positively about the future of Bitcoin. There was positive news for FTX victims after 14 months of frustration as a repayment resolution finally came to light. Jupiter Exchange kept the airdrop hype going as they airdropped $1 billion worth of tokens to over 1 million different wallets. Overall, Jan was a very positive month, which set us up nicely for a bullish Feb. During this month, we seen Bitcoin get back above 50k for the first time in a while and almost break all-time highs due to high ETF demand. We've seen Fidelity back up BlackRock with more positive crypto comments, and Reddit were buying Bitcoin and Ethereum with excess cash reserves, which got a lot of people talking. And of course, shock news, we've seen MicroStrategy buying more Bitcoin.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset.
But we did see a lot of disappointment, especially down to the Starknet airdrop, where a lot of people were angry, frustrated, and this really was a turning point for the airdrop hype. As we entered March, it was back to positive news as Bitcoin did finally make a new all-time high. And to many people's delight, SBF was finally sentenced to 25 years in prison. Ethereum released the Denken upgrade with price subsequently hitting 4k, but that was kind of it. And Fetch AI announced that they would be undergoing an ASI merger with SingularityNet and Ocean Protocol, which sparked controversy. We've seen Doge run 3x and hit its highest levels since December 2021, but shortly after this, we also seen Ansem raise funds to put the WIF logo on the Sphere in Las Vegas and pretty much cause a local top. Sorry, Ansem. Moving on, and we've finally seen the highly anticipated Bitcoin halving on April 20th. CZ was sentenced to 4 months in prison after taking a plea deal. And Hong Kong caught up with the US and finally got their first Bitcoin ETF approved. But after an extremely bullish Q1, it was time for the market to cool down as Bitcoin made a local top and things turned for the meantime at least. Moving into May, and we did see Bitcoin bounce back, but it did fail to make an all-time high. But this didn't stop further positive news surrounding ETFs as we seen Q1 reports come in for Bitcoin ETF purchases, and we also seen 8 new Ethereum ETFs get approved. And our friends over in El Salvador announced that they had mined 474 Bitcoins since 2021, bringing their total holdings up to 5,750. As the end of Q2 come closer, we see more bullish ETF news, this time in Australia, as VanEck launched the first Australian Bitcoin ETF. The SEC dropped their Ethereum investigation, quote, to avoid an embarrassing court case. And the token launches and airdrops of both ZK Sync and Layer 0, which were highly anticipated, finally arrived with plenty of drama around the Layer 0 cyber attacks. Another huge shock from MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor as they announced that they plan to sell 500 million worth of stocks and shares to buy more Bitcoin.
Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best.
And to wrap up the month, there was some drama on the timeline as GCR put his money where his mouth was and offered a 100 million bet with Shrelly. Then we entered Q3 as we seen a positive start in July as the Ethereum ETFs finally went live. We then seen Donald Trump get shot in the ear at a political rally, which immediately made people more bullish on his chances of election and therefore bullish for Bitcoin. Shortly after, we seen Trump appear at a Bitcoin conference in Nashville, talking very positively about the future of Bitcoin and crypto. August was a busy month, but it did start in typical summer fashion as we seen Bitcoin fall 25% in the first week of August. There was big news for the XRP army as their lawsuit with the SEC was finally settled. CZ and Binance were hit with another lawsuit in the US, this time for not preventing money laundering effectively enough. I mean, this guy just couldn't catch a break. Speaking of prison, Telegram CEO and founder Durov was arrested in Paris, and Sony announced that they would be launching their own layer 2 on the Ethereum network, but I'm not really sure what happened to that. So then September arrived, and the big news was that CZ was released from prison. The Polygon team confirmed their migration from Matic to Polygon. Oh yeah, and MicroStrategy bought another $1 billion of Bitcoin.
There is no second best.
October was a relatively quiet month, and it didn't get off to a great start when the highly anticipated Uptober didn't really work out. Bitcoin dropped 4% and dragged altcoins with it on October 1st, which did result in big liquidations. But thankfully, by the end of the month, we did see Bitcoin run back to them previous all-time highs, which did set us up for a big November. The big news from this month was, of course, that Trump did win the US election, which made crypto bros euphoric. It got even better when it was confirmed that Gary Gensler was going to get the axe. But then came meme coin mania. It started off pretty lightly as it was a simple Pepe listing on Coinbase. Then things got a little weirder when Binance decided to list Peanut and it ran 13,000%. AI meme coin GOAT was the first ever pump fund coin to reach a $1 billion market cap. But alongside this, the pump fund fiasco was just getting stupid. I mean, we've seen that Pump Fund announced over $80 million in revenue during the recent month. But then just a day later, we've seen that Pump Fund had to disable their live streaming functionality, mostly just down to disturbing live streams. But whilst all this was going on, Bitcoin did almost reach 100k after a very bullish month, and we also seen the total market cap surpass $3 trillion again for the first time since 2021. And then in December, we finally did reach 100k, the milestone that so many people had been waiting for so many years. But it was a pretty eventful month for a number of other reasons, such as the Hawk Tuah girl. She decided to launch a coin, rug it, go to sleep, and then not wake up for like 2 weeks. We watched BitBoy and Ansem have a fight in Dubai. We watched TradFi cope hard as we seen Fartcoin run all the way to a $1 billion market cap. And then to wrap it all up, we seen Pudgy Penguins launch their own token, Pengu, to their own holders and to many other communities, worth over $1 billion. But it's only right to also mention the fact that MicroStrategy finally entered the Nasdaq 100. After all that Bitcoin buying, after all the mentions in this video, they got what they deserved.
Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best.
Now, I'm pretty sure that I've probably missed some big events out, but I did my best to try and find as much as I could to include in this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did, please do drop a subscribe to the channel. I am very, very close to hitting my 10k goal that I set out in January this year, and it'd mean the world for me to reach that before Jan 1st, 2025. And on the back of that, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who has supported this channel in 2024. For every like, comment, subscription, every person who's put the notification bell on, your support is greatly appreciated. As I say time and time again, it does help me grow the channel, and hopefully next year, bigger and better things ahead. But to you guys, I wish you all the best for 2025, a big year ahead for crypto and much more.